Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading will be for Vanessa Bryant. Before I begin though, let me just tell everyone that I understand that this is a sensitive subject because of everything that's happened. I also understand that the questions I'm going to ask seem like a no-brainer, but there is a reason why I'm asking the obvious, because spiritually and energetically, I'm being drawn to ask these questions. This will be a very insightful reading. And again, if I offend you guys because of what come out, that wasn't my intention. I can't help what comes through the energies and through the cards. But I'm going to begin now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask questions, and I'm going to answer each question with these 3 decks. So let's begin. Let's see what her current energies are. Let's see. All right, so she's manifesting. She's definitely manifesting. She's definitely sitting on energies, kind of like incubating it, trying to have something come up. Let's look further. Yeah, I have to give that quick sort of like disclaimer because I know that people are very sensitive about shit. Okay, these are a lot of cards. So the energy that I'm getting is like she's going on a new journey. She's definitely going on a new journey. The journey has a lot of unknown, hidden aspects to it that she's not aware of. What did I tell you guys? That she's incubating energy, right? And it's showing with this card. She's definitely trying to manifest something. Definitely. Was confirmed with that energy. It has to do with her family. It definitely has to do with her family. It almost makes me think, is she going to have another baby, you know? But that's not the energies I'm getting. But it definitely has to do with the family. I'm getting this family is very shady. It has a lot of hidden, dark aspects to it. You know what I mean? With secrets. You know, they're involved in craft. I'm getting an energy of karma, though. I'm definitely getting an energy of karma. I'm getting the vibe of setbacks. So it's like she's trying to work on something, but she's going to be dealing with a setback. So it's like everything is lining up, but she's going to be dealing with confrontation. Yeah, because... you see, this is why I gave that disclaimer, because it's giving me some deep-ass messages. Something is trying to cause something from the other side. You know what I mean? This is like from the spiritual world. You know, I'm actually getting like the dead. You know, they're definitely feeling a particular way. I'm getting a very awkward energy, a very uncomfortable energy. And an energy of wrath. So interesting. This is giving me the energy that this Vanessa lady, she's not so innocent at all. Like, she's, like, not innocent whatsoever. She's definitely involved in some shady practices. What this energy right here is showing me, she's responsible for a lot of conflict. She's definitely responsible for a lot of conflict. And I say that because, like, you see these 3 lights right here? These 3 flames? 3 is always symbolic for me of fights, arguments, of shady behavior. And you see this person wearing white, symbolic of craft. You know, this person used craft to lure in particular energies and to cause havoc. So very shady energies. And this is probably like the obvious, but again, I can't help the energies that come up. This would be her ex-husband's energy. Or I don't know if you call it an ex-husband or current husband, you know what I mean? Because like after someone passed away, like what do you make of it? What do you call it? But this is showing me that while they were married, you know what I mean? He couldn't keep his hands to himself. He definitely was a ladies' man. And so this is showing me that she drawn in a lot of dark energies to affect this person, causing a completion with 10 right here. So let's look further. Obviously, this is about her current energies, but the energies are telling a story. So it's trying to lay out what's going on. You see, with this creativity, you know, it's this situation, right? You know, like with the whole horrible happenings or what happened. She's not sad about it. She's definitely not sad about what happened. You know what I mean? That's what's showing to me. She's definitely not sad about it. She's using it to create the world she wants to live in. You know what I mean? With this creativity, and again with that 3. It's kind of just like, because of all that sort of like dark energies that she was involved in, all that horrible situations that happened, for her, she's using it to live. You know what I mean? This is, for some people, it would be like the most horrible situation ever, but for her, it's very beneficial. So that's what it's showing. That's what's being shown to me. Because it's like, yes, she's going on a new journey. Yes, she's incubating new energies. Yes, she's going to be dealing with karma. Yes, she's benefiting from sort of like what happened to her husband as far as that catastrophe. You know what I mean? Yes, she was calling a lot of dark energies is what's being shown to me. Like when all that was going down. And yes, she's currently living the benefits of that bad happening is what's being shown. So that's how it relates. Okay then. So let's continue to reading. Was she sad when Kobe passed away? Okay, so you see these cards, right? These 2 are going to be coming out for sure. This Firefly, but this Scorpion energy. So I'm going to actually explain these energies because it's very interesting. She definitely was happy when he passed away. She was definitely happy. She was on high when it happened. But the fact that this went to go back into the deck is showing me that she had regrets. She definitely had regrets. Because she was wishing evil on him. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that Scorpio sting. Because of all the shady dealings that he did with her. She definitely was feeling good about it. So she was happy at one point. But then, like, she feels sad. And the fact that how the card landed is showing me that it's a lot of resentment with this situation. So it's like, 1 minute, you know, she feels bad, she feels sad. Then the next, she's like, that's what you get. You see, because with this Firefly energy, for her, this whole situation is illuminating her life. I understand that she was his wife and all, and, you know, she had, like, benefits and all that great stuff. But because of him passing away, she's in control of everything. So that's what's being shown here. It's kind of like everything solely is going to her, so she can do what she wants with it. You see what I mean? And this is also an energy of creating your world. She's definitely creating her world because of this situation. And with this crow, again, it's showing me a deep energy right here, right? Because it's showing me that she's definitely into practices, and it's confirmed with this energy because the crow has to do with, obviously, witchcraft, manifestating. So this is showing me she's definitely involved. You know, I'm not trying to make this lady all powerful or anything like that. But, you know, these energies are showing up for a definite reason. Let's continue with this deck and see what happens, what it says. Yeah, for her, it was about gain. It definitely was about gain. It was to help her grow. You know what I mean? She was open to the whole situation. So what's being shown to me is like, yeah, she felt sad and she had like regrets. But that Scorpio sting energy was kind of more prevalent within the energy. It's more just like, that's what you get. And it's like, now, like, universe, give me what I've been asking for. So this is showing me, at first, she felt sad, but afterwards, she didn't. She wasn't, like, she didn't care. It is what it is. Let's see what this deck shows. There's a reason why I choose these decks, by the way, for each reading. Like particular decks. That's what the energies call. Yeah, this is very deep energy, right? Because this is all about like your path, a pathway. You know what I mean? This is all about opening roads, closing roads. I don't know if it's because of her, because the energies is showing me that she was caught up in craft to kind of like have negative things happen. You know what I mean? But I don't want to give her all the credit because we don't know what dealings Kobe was in as far as like what he was doing. And we don't know like what the Most High had planned for him. But this is showing me an individual that was using dark magic to call on sort of like bad situations to happen. Most definitely. And you see like that look of satisfaction on this person's face. You know, it's kind of just like, okay, I ended his travel in life. Like, you know, that's how she feels. She's like, okay, I ended it. So now she's definitely feeling good. Most definitely. Okay, then. Let's look further. Also, if you made it this far, definitely press the thumbs up. Don't be a goddamn hater. Because obviously you're curious about this reading and you've been watching it. So yeah, definitely press the thumbs up, you know. I definitely appreciate the support. So let's see what she said about her daughter passing away in that helicopter. What she said about the daughter passing away in the helicopter. Her energies are crooked. The mother, Vanessa, because for her, how like the car landed, you know, because this is showing me that, yeah, she was sad at first. She was definitely sad. But it wasn't hard for her to get control of her emotions. And I know people are going to feel a particular way. I'm going to stop like talking this way, like telling you guys like it's not like me trying to be shady and all that. I'm going to just let the reading flow. But I just want to make this point clear because I don't want to see that shit in the comments with people just like, oh, you have something else against her and all this. Like, I don't even know this lady. So it's nothing about that. Also, let me just say this is all for entertainment purposes only. This is all allegedly. So yeah, obviously I have to say that because of the whole YouTube situation. So, but this is showing me that she was sad at first, but she's a very cold lady. She's a very cold lady, especially with this dragonfly energy. So it's like, this is showing me she's been through a lot of trauma in her life. She's been caught up with some dark spiritual shit. So it definitely affects her emotions. So it's like, yeah, she still has that remnant of decency. But this is showing me that a lot of it has been tainted because of the shady shit that she's into. Let's continue. Yeah, with this success, you know, I know it's harsh and all, but it's that same vibe. It's like, especially I've been noticing, like when the second card, like the second deck, when the second deck pops up, it kind of shows how she's really not tripping so much. So it's kind of like that energy of like, yeah, she feels bad in the beginning, but then it's kind of just like, she's not tripping. You know what I mean? She definitely feels like this shit is good for her, this whole situation. I'm gonna ask a particular, I can't ask that question, but I was talking to a Pisces that's an intuitive, and she was telling me that something shady was possibly going on with the daughter and the father. And I know like people are like, the fuck? But this is showing me that energy. It's kind of like, I don't know, like, if the mom had suspicions or what, or if she knew, or if anything did happen. You know, the fact that these people have passed away, I'm not going to get into that energy. I feel like once someone passes away, kind of like that chapter is closed for me personally. So, I mean, I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to do readings or look into dead people's business. It just doesn't seem right. Who knows? Maybe in the future, I might switch things up and might be looking into all sorts of dead people and shit. So, yeah, like, I definitely think it's kind of, like, interesting as far as, like, I guess, famous people in history, like, I don't know, like, let's say Cleopatra and, I don't know, like, you know, just, like, different people in the past and shit that passed away where it's, like, 1,000 books written on them and shit. I don't think, like, that's a big deal. But I feel like all these different type of celebrities and people that, like, recently died, it just doesn't seem right. But I'm just saying that to make the point that the mom's feelings as far as the daughter is kind of like a fuck you energy. So I don't know why she feels that way. That's why it made me bring up what that Pisces was talking about, because this is like a fuck you energy. It's like, okay, fuck you. Like, okay, like, it's good what happened basically to you. Like, now, you know, I can celebrate. So these are some deep ass energies for real, for real. Let's look further. Okay, this definitely has confirmed some of my suspicions, or at least that lady's suspicions, because I didn't believe it at first. I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, that's what I feel. She was just like, it's something to that for sure. And I'm just like, you really think so? I'm like, I don't feel anything, you know? But we all have different gifts, and sometimes some things hit us harder compared to, yeah, some, like, instead of, like, other people, some things might hit you a particular way compared to someone else. I'm really long-winded today, so my apology. But this is showing me that sort of energy for sure. You see with this 3, this sort of like third-party situation, and this guy kind of like being in an authority sort of position. I'm gonna just say this. This is definitely, again, showing me an energy of like him stepping out the marriage. I'm going to go as far as just to say that. And I know this is the daughter's energy, so it's like I can't even get away from it, because this is like as far as like how the mom feels about the daughter. I'm getting an energy of bitch really. That's what I'm getting. It's like she confronted her, just like, bitch really? So, damn, okay. You see what this tower situation is showing me? Boundaries has been crossed. Boundaries were definitely crossed, for sure, for sure. And it helped contribute to the disaster that happened. You know what I mean? Because this is like that energy. You know what I mean? It was shady shit going on in the home. Weird shit going on with the family tree. You know, I'm getting the energy of abomination. So people had to be snipped from the roots. This is the mother's energy. The mother, she feels like she's a top bitch because she's like, it was all in my energy. It was all in my vibe. It was what I was calling for. So the mother, she feels good about this whole situation. And with this 4 and this sailboat is showing me, and all these people wearing white. It's like the mother, she feels like, I don't know, like she's like a top witch or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting. The mom for sure feels like she's doing some dope shit. You know, she wants to do more things moving forward. But I'm getting a vibe, what she doesn't know is that what happened was just the right circumstances, you know, for those things happening. I'm getting a vibe like she's not as dope or as powerful as she think. It was more just the right divine timing. But for her, it's like she's taking all the credit for this shady shit. So, yep, that's what's being shown to me. So, let's see. Is it true that she was being disrespectful and shady to Kobe's parents when the whole, I guess it was a funeral or after he passed away, all that happening? So was she being shady? What was going on with that? What can I see regarding that? So this is face down, so this has to do with her emotions. For me, this is showing, and this is real, because for me, I forget like what was said, but I knew that people were just like, it was just so disgusting and shady, and it definitely made me feel a particular way, because it's just like, lady, you can't show no respect or decency. But this is showing me they're not so innocent. They're definitely not innocent. It's kind of like a karma. What goes around comes around. So this is showing me like, yeah, she's a shady person already to begin with from the start. But they were disrespectful and rude to her. So it was her chance and her opportunity to basically like say, fuck you. Let's look further. You can tell with all this black and white and all this shit. You know what I mean? She was listening to herself. You know what I mean? But this traveling and this 8, this is showing me she wasn't thinking clearly as well. It was a lot going on. So it's like, she was dealing with a lot of energy. She was dealing with a lot of foggy energy. You know what I mean? I'm getting a vibe like she was getting flashbacks of what happened as far as like the crash, I guess, or whatever. They say it was a crash. I don't know. But she kept getting flashbacks of what happened. You know, like, let's say even if she wasn't there, it definitely kept playing in her mind. So it's like, yeah, she was like, fuck you to the family. But this is showing me like she really wasn't even caught up on that. She wasn't even focused on like the family like that. It was just kind of like a fuck you type of energy. But this integration and all that is showing me a lot of the shady things that's been happening to Kobe's side of the family is because of karma. So I don't know like what they've done or what is going on with them. Maybe you guys can tell me. But this is showing me that they have a lot of bad karma as far as like, you know, his parents, his people. So, yep, that's what's being shown to me. Let's look further. At this moment in time, though, because it's like, she's on a high horse, and it's like she has a peace of mind at this time being. But Kobe's people, they're definitely trying to send a lot of bad will towards her way. But I'm seeing that it's not affecting her. It's not. It's like they still feel a certain way about everything that went down. They have their suspicions. You know, so it's like all that negative energy, they're directing it towards her, whether if they know it or not. But this is just showing me what's happening. But if you look at her face and all that, she's good. She's legit. You know what I mean? She's involved in her own practices. So it's like, you know, even if it's intentional on their end, it's not affecting her. So that's what's being shown to me. So let's look deeper into this situation. Oh, wait, shit. So my next question is, let's see, do I have another question? Because it's like, everything I wanted to know has kind of been answered. Let's see, how does the universe see her? That's a good question. They see her as somebody that's wounded. They definitely see her as somebody that's wounded. I'm getting a lot of energies with this. It's funny though, because it's like a contradiction, but this is just the energy I'm getting. Because it's like you would think because she was trying to like fuck over the husband that she wasn't trying to do this, but this is giving me an energy like they see her as somebody that's trying to protect her family with this energy. So it's like she's a wounded person and she's been trying to protect her family. So, very fascinating. Let's look further. Then I'm going to ask about her and her mother's situation and look into that. This lifestyle, though, that she's living, it comes with things. It definitely comes with things. I'm getting a vibe like the clock is ticking. So it's like at the moment she's living a life of abundance and shit like that, but the clock is definitely ticking. And this is showing me that it's like a prison that she's living in. You see, if you look at the window, if you look at like this entrance way, how it has all that shit, like it's like a net. I'm getting a vibe like it's like a prison. So it's like she likes to spend money. She likes to be out. But she doesn't want to be home. She definitely feels trauma regarding the home. I'm also getting a vibe that her sort of like, all of this shit, it came with a price. It definitely comes with a price. And it has her tired. It has her, like, defeated. Let's look further. Alright, these are a lot of cards. Don't want to take them all. No. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go from the top of the deck, or the top of the pile, and then from the bottom of the pile. So yeah, what this compromise energy is showing me, it's that same energy, like this shit came with the price. You know what I mean? So it's like she's not content. So it's like, yeah, she has a lot of riches, a lot of treasure. But at the same time, it's just not a happy situation. So it's like the universe is just like, not only is this not a happy situation, but it's like the clock is ticking. It's not telling me towards what, but I'm just getting a vibe. It's like she keeps checking her watch as well. So it's like she knows that something's coming. She definitely knows that something is coming. And what this vibe is showing me, she's trying to balance out shit, but she can't balance things out. So I'm getting like a lot of depression, a lot of sadness. It's very interesting. And what this beyond illusion is showing me, the universe is teaching her a deep lesson. She's definitely going through a deep lesson. I don't know if you guys ever, let's say if someone like just disrespected you and just did you really shady, and then like, excuse me, let's say like you didn't wait for the Most High to like take vengeance for you, and you kind of like took matters into your own hand. And it's like, at first you feel like, yeah, fuck you, like I don't care. But then like for whatever reason, your energy starts to switch up. Like where it's kind of like, you don't have necessarily like, you don't feel like you regret it, but it's like, it wasn't what you expected. So it's like you got your way because you did what you did, but then it's like you're not happy. And it's kind of just like, well, this wasn't as enjoyable as I thought it was going to be. It's that sort of energy. That's how she has to see beyond the illusion. Because this is showing me like, she was celebrating. She was jumping up and down, going crazy. You know, she was feeling a type of way. She was like, I got all this goddamn money. Like, I'm doing good. But then after it was all said and done, and like, you know, she enjoyed it, she did what she did, like, I don't know, like, let's say she, I don't know, she bought something and she just like was like, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then it kind of hit her. It was like, well, this isn't so enjoyable. You know what I mean? Not only is this not enjoyable, but I feel empty inside. So she feels empty inside, and it's like the universe is trying to teach her a lesson, about karma, trying to teach her a lesson as far as who she is as a spiritual person. So the universe is definitely teaching her a lesson right now. You know what I mean? It's definitely interesting. It's like really deep, to be honest. But let's see. I'm actually, before I get to the mom, I'm going to ask a question about, I forget what this situation was, but I know that she renamed something that was like, it was named in Kobe's name, and she renamed like whatever that was. So it was like his name, and then she took his name off of it. So they say she did. So let's see. What was going on with that? What was going on with that? Because I definitely want to know. Because I heard that, I'm just like, ooh, shit, somebody has like a vendetta or something. So I know, like, I should have like looked into to see what that was, but it's cool. It's gonna give me a, the energy as far as like what she was doing with that. So what this owl is telling me, for her, she was being wise. Not only was she being wise in her mind, but she was operating in the dark. This is both her being dark energetically and just operating in the dark because it was things that she didn't know about. With this cobra, she was being very poisonous. She was being very spiteful. Again, she was being evil, is what's being shown to me. So I'm getting a vibe of disgrace. So for her mind, she was trying to disgrace him. With this cosmic egg, she was getting everything she wanted. That's what's being shown to me. It's kind of funny. This is like if the Most High gives you every exact thing that you want. You know what I mean? She got everything that she wanted. And I know it sounds like really dramatic the way I said it, but that's just like the energy that I was getting. It was like everything that she wanted, she got. From the guy passing away, from all the money she got. I'm even getting, like, as far as, like, behind the scenes things that she's doing to disrespect him, to be shady. Like, she got all of that. You know, she definitely got all of that. So this is showing me, yeah, it was definite fuck shit regarding her taking his name off of that situation. Let's look further. Again, this is showing me, this is like the home. There was a lot going on in the home. You know what I mean? It was a lot of weird shit going on at home when he was alive. You know what I mean? I'm getting a weird ass energy because it's like, my next question, I'm actually not going to even go into the mom. I'm actually going to ask a question about if she even loved him, because this is showing me like it was weird things going on in the home. There was definitely weird things going on in the home. And it's like it put her in a trance to be fucked up. Because again, she was already in craft and shady shit. So let's just say your mind's not already right because you're doing witchcraft, like some dark shit. And then, like, let's say, because I know some people might say this is witchcraft what I'm doing. So this is like, when I say witchcraft, you already know what I mean. This is some deep shit that she was doing. So she was already in deep shit. And it's like the home situation was just triggering her and letting bad energies flow through her. Is what's being shown. And look at this again with this sort of like, I'm getting like a vendetta sort of energy. So you see, I didn't even know that this card was going to come out, guys. So what did I tell you guys? I was just like, something was going on at home, right? And then I told you guys like it was putting her in a trance. You know what I mean? For her to be even more fucked up and shady. And look at this snake. And look at the eyes. And look at what she did. So it's like evil got a hold of her. Evil definitely possessed her. Yeah, she's responsible for all the fuck shit and the shadiness. You know, we can't let this lady off the hook. Because this is showing me she's a badass lady. Not in a sexy way. But this is showing me that she was definitely shady. Like, you know what I mean? And it didn't help because she was possessed. So, damn. Okay, let's look further. So what I tell you guys, it's that same energy. You cannot repeat the energies, guys. This is so... I say you cannot repeat the energies. You cannot fake the energies. Excuse me. You cannot fake the energies because the energies are definitely repeating. It's that same shit. Because I asked the question, like, what was going on with her, like, and that sort of shit that she took his name off of, and it was her being shady, right? But this was giving me, like, a deeper perspective of why she was shady. You know what I mean? And again, she got everything she wanted. She got the success. She was able to disrespect him. You know what I mean? So this is deep. This is why the universe has to teach this lady a goddamn lesson. Her ass been not good whatsoever. I'm actually kind of agitated with this because this is showing me, like, she literally got everything she wanted. And, like, normally this wouldn't be a bad thing, but the fact that she was as evil as hell is what's being shown to me. It's a very disgusting, like, vibe. I don't like it. Let's look further. Let's look into, did she love him? And I'm going to, like, get into the mom and all that. Unless some other energies come up and I want to ask another question. But, did she love Kobe? With this sea serpent, she's an emotional person. She's definitely an emotional person. This is showing me at one point she did love him, but it's almost like she removed any sort of vibe of that. So, like, let's say if she loved him, like, a particular way, like, all of that she just removed from her body. Like, this is like some crazy-ass energy. It was kind of just like, let's say if she loved him, like, 10%, 20%, 50%, like, she was able to just to remove all of that out of her existence. You know, she's been through a lot of trauma. So this is weird. This is showing me she's definitely been through a lot of trauma. Let's continue. Did she love Kobe? This is giving me an energy. Yeah, at one point she did. At one point she definitely did. But that love, it was like it never existed. That's why I said, like, this energy is deep. Because I'm getting a vibe like the way she hates him, it's kind of like she never loved him. It's almost as if like you can rewrite the energies, like, you know what I mean? You can rewrite history energetically or something. Like, it's like weird. It's definitely weird. I'm getting an energy of fated, of like these things, like what happened in their life, it was definitely fated. Like, it was meant to happen. You know what I mean? Let me pick up the vibe, because I just want to, like, pick up the energies with this, because this is definitely giving me a message. I'm getting an energy that she comes from a shady background. She definitely comes to a shady background on her side of the family. As far as craft go, and just deep shit. I'm getting a vibe now. I'm trying to pick up the vibe deeper. That's why I want to just pick it up. It's like she bewitched him. So it's like that's why her love for him as well wasn't even valid. So it's kind of just like, yeah, she loved him, but she bewitched him. She definitely used craft on him. And it's kind of just like, it wasn't meant to be. But the fact that he stepped out the marriage and shit, it was a blow to her own ego. That's why she was emotional about it. But it's kind of just like the whole situation was shady to begin with. But she's such a fucked up, shady, prideful person. It wasn't even the fact that it didn't have anything really to do with love. It was more about her ego, the disrespect. So this is showing me somebody that wants vengeance. So it's like, she wasn't sad because it was him stepping out the marriage and it was a betrayal as far as love goes. It was a betrayal to who she is as a person in her mind. This is really deep, this energy. It's really deep. And I know it seems like a contradiction, guys, but I can't help the energies. Like, so let's see. Did she love him? Let's look deeper. With this patience, wow, this is really deep. She knew that he was going to be something. she definitely knew that it was going to be a time for him to grow. He was going to make it big. You know what I mean? She knew that something was going to happen with him. So for her, she was just being patient. She stayed in this relationship being patient. She knew that it was something going to happen. That's what I'm getting. It's like, that's why she got caught with all the crap and using it on him and all that shit. So this is why she has to go through, she's going to be going through like a lot of shit. And I just want to say this, because by no means is this Kobe guy a saint. You know, I can't do a read on him because he passed away, but I'm going to just say that. By no means is that guy a saint. By no means. So, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes bad things happen to innocent people, but a lot of times bad things be happening to fucked up people. You know what I mean? Especially when it's so disastrous. But this is showing me she was basically caught up in a relationship because she knew what was coming. This is giving me an energy, like, again, like I said, she's a witch, right? So I don't know, like, how she knew, if she looked into his stars and looked at his, the cycles in the heavens and seeing what was going to be coming to him. But she definitely seen him as an opportunity and she jumped on it. So it's a weird energy because I'm picking up, like, yeah, she loved him, but the energy is like, it's weird because it's telling me that, no, she didn't love him. She didn't love him. She didn't. You know, sometimes it was believable to her. So let's just say she might have gone like a week or a month or probably like 2 years where she was like, you know what, I'm really in love. But because this shit started so shady to begin with, that love is invalid. That's what I was picking up earlier, but I just didn't get the energy, so it didn't tell me like the full story. But her love and all that was definitely invalid because when she got into it, it was shady. So it's not a valid love connection. So no, she didn't love him. Let's go further. Now I can ask about the mom. Her and her mom. So what's going on with her and her mom? Her and her mom's situation seems ghetto as hell. So what that's about? Energies, show me what's going on with her and her mom. It's a lot of cards, so I want to take them. Yeah, I'm going to take them. And I'm going to be done with the questions after I'm done with each deck answering this shit. I'm getting energy of trauma. I'm definitely getting an energy of trauma. Her and her mother's relationship is filled with trauma. This trauma goes to the core. This trauma, again, it has to do with like a spiritual shit as far as like her side of the family. So this is giving me like, her family is just fucked up. Her family has, I don't want to be fucked up and be rude and shit because, you know, it's fucked up, but it is what it is. Her family has bad blood. Her family definitely has bad blood. So she has bad blood circling through her veins and her whole shit is just fucked up. What this situation as well is showing me, her mother is definitely using her or has used her. You know what I mean? I'm getting the energy like the mother was really cold. I'm guessing like growing up because I'm getting like a real cold energy. I'm also getting an energy that the daughter used the mom as well. So it's like they both don't love each other. You know what I mean? But for her, it was just like, for the daughter, it's just like when she was young, it was like, okay, I don't have nowhere to go, so I have to fuck with the mom. And for the mom, it's kind of one of those things. It's kind of just like the mom is aware of karma. So the mom's just like, and this is just the energies I'm picking up. This is why I'm using the language that I'm going to be using. The mom's like, if I throw the bitch out now, like, karma's going to be fucking with me later. So I have to keep her around because I can't, like, just toss her, you know what I mean, on a curb, on the street. Because karma-wise, that's going to be fucking me over. Not just that, but the mom also seen an opportunity with the daughter. So I'm getting a mirroring energy. Because the daughter's seen opportunity as far as the Kobe situation. The mom's seen opportunity as far as the daughter's situation. You see what I mean? It's kind of just like, this is the mom's energy. The mom is always waiting for an opportunity. The mom definitely wanted to capitalize off of like her kids and who can basically put her in a better situation as far as money-wise, abundance, whatever the case may be. Again, I don't even know if this lady even has other kids, but this is the energy that I'm getting. It's kind of just like someone that wants to use their kids. It's not someone that nurtures their kids. See, with this turtle, it was a very cold energy. So she gave the daughter only enough to survive, but she didn't show the daughter intense love. It was a lot of emotional manipulation, you know. But the mother, she tried to play it smart because she knew the daughter needed particular things. She couldn't just be completely shady. But again, because that love situation wasn't legit and real, and the mother didn't go out her way, the mother was just using the daughter, it definitely didn't help with their connection. With the starfish, is showing me is that they've tried many times to bring things together. I'm getting an energy of mutual respect. I'm getting because they're both into craft, so they both have a mutual respect for each other. And they definitely come together. They have a history of like not fucking with each other, then coming back together and trying to make things happen. Not fucking with each other, then trying to come back and heal things. So they're caught up in that sort of cycle. And again, it's to play each other. It's definitely to play each other. So let's just say something weird, like the daughter's like, you know, I don't want to fuck with my mom, but, you know, my daughters don't have any, like, grandmother or something. You know what I mean? So I want her around for that. It's that sort of energy. And a mom, obviously, we know she wants money to mom. So let's say the mom's just like, yo, you know, my money's not looking right now. Like, I need to fuck with that bitch to give me some money. So that type of energy. Very interesting. Let's see what this deck shows. This is going to be like my longest reading, actually. At least on YouTube. It's fucking 47 minutes. What this is showing me, I don't know if this Vanessa lady is going to have another baby, because I'm getting the energy of like, she's nurturing like a baby, but it's not telling me if it's an actual baby, because this is giving me two energies, right? This could be an actual baby, so I don't know if she's pregnant with another guy's baby or what's going on. I don't even know how old she is, if she can even have kids. But this is giving me an energy of a baby. Not just that. That's one of the energies. The next energy is, this is about what she's manifesting. She feels like she needs the mother around to help nurture this. So interesting. Oh, okay, I get it now. I definitely get it now. She wants her mom to help her out. Again, remember I told you guys she did some shady shit? And she's in her feelings about shit. She's definitely in her feelings about shit. When I say she done shady shit, I'm talking about the daughter of Vanessa. She's definitely been involved in some shady shit. And it's like, she knows that the clock is ticking. She knows that karma is going to be happening. But she wants the mom to come and help nurture what's going to be happening. You know what I mean? I'm getting like a vibe of like, she's in a lot of trauma. So she even feels like she's finna die or something. She's like, if I die, who's going to watch my daughters? Or who's going to take care of them? Who's going to help them move forward? So this is a very karmic situation. Because it's like she wants the mom around. So it's funny because, yeah, the mom kind of humiliated her. Like going on the news and talking crazy and shit. But the daughter feels like she needs the mom. I'm getting as well, not only does she feel like she needs the mom because of the sake of her kids, but she needs the mom as well for her. She feels like the mom didn't get caught up in this sort of like disastrous, sort of like karmic situation. So she feels like the mom can help her. She's kind of like, okay, since my mom didn't get caught up in shit this bad, you know, because she was smart enough not to do stupid shit like this, how can she help me? Like, does she have advice to help me? Or, like, how can I, like, save myself? But again, with obstruction, there's going to be obstruction. So it's like, yeah, she wants the mom around, but the mom is in her feelings. Not just that, but the energies aren't supporting it. Let's look further. You see with this letting go? The mom, she cried many tears. And not because the mom's a saint, you know, because they all live in their own energy. You know what I mean? Like, we all have our own lives, our own shit. So even though the mom was fucked up and it showed like she didn't give like the daughter like real love or anything, you know, the mom, she feels like hurt because how the daughter was treating her, how the daughter did her. I'm getting a vibe like we were supposed to come up together. You know, it's kind of just like she wanted her daughter to honor her, but the fact that their situation is just so crazy and shit, she let the daughter go emotionally. It's like she cried her last tear. You see, what this participation is showing me, she wants to receive shit. That's always been what it's been. But this is showing me that it's a complicated situation. I'm sorry, guys, it's just the energies. It's really complicated. Because this is showing me, like, she cried her last tear, which is showing me that, yeah, she cares about the daughter, but then it's just like she don't give a fuck about the daughter. But this is showing me now the mother's going to be more ruthless. Mother's definitely going to be more ruthless because she's trying to gain. You see how they have their hands out and shit? Because it's like we didn't hear anything too much. You know, like when I guess her and Kobe were together, you know, we didn't hear anything about the mom. To be honest, like the mom kind of just popped up like after the death and all that ghetto shit popped up. But this is showing me the mom just not giving a fuck. So this is showing me that the mom's going to play the daughter. So like, let's just say if the daughter's just like, yo, like, let's, like, get back together. Let's make this happen. This is showing me the mother is going to be even more shady towards the daughter. I'm getting a vibe, too, of now the mother's going to be using black practices on her. So it's kind of just, this is a crazy-ass situation. It's definitely crazy. Because it's like what goes around comes around. So it's like, I'm getting a vibe of, like, the mother, so far what I'm seeing, the mother didn't use any craft on the daughter. You know what I mean? But I'm seeing now, she's like, fuck that. You know what I mean? It's time to like, fucking make shit happen. You're seeing with this full, a new start, all that. You know, the mother's ready to make some things happen. You know what I mean? She's definitely in her magic. She's trying to work with the stars. She's trying to work with the energies. She's going to be wise about it. She's definitely going to be wise about it. You see with the silence, she's not going to let her true intent show. She's going to play this like a chess game. However she needs to move is what she needs to move to come up. This is showing me that the daughter was doing too much. She was definitely doing too much with all her practices and shit. This is showing me the mother has more wisdom as far as witchcraft goes. So it's like, yeah, Vanessa might have been able to achieve everything she wanted, but it was just too much. You know what I mean? You have to kind of restrict yourself. You definitely have to restrict yourself. The mother restricts herself. She just doesn't go all out and be crazy. That's why, for her, she might not have a lot because of that reason, but it's been what's been preserving her. That's why she's been preserved for this long. See what I mean? With this trust and shit, this is the mother energy. The mother, she's like, she's hoping for shit. It is what it is, guys. She's hoping for the daughter to die. She's hoping that, like, everything that the daughter does come back to her. You know what I mean? So then shit can be going to her. So this is showing me some crazy shit. For sure, for sure. Definitely tell me what you guys think. This was definitely fascinating to me. And I didn't expect a lot of this, but it was definitely interesting. Definitely press the thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you're not subscribed. To all my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. To all the subscribers that been my subscribers, thank you again. Stay tuned. Peace and blessings. Or peace and abundance. I like that better. Peace and abundance. Thanks.